What is equality? Can be so there's equality of opportunity and equality of outcome. So what do these two equalities between them? Well, equality of outcome means I get to work 1 hour a week and I get the same amount of pay for someone who works 80 hours a week. Now, the kind of sense that makes, it just doesn't. So, how anyone could possibly advocate or try to push for equality of outcome is insane, to say the least. But beyond that, where this really leads to, and why I think people are starting to fall into this line of equality of outcome, is because, I firmly believe there's points in our history when we had about as good as equality of opportunity as we could get. And so what that means is, even though we had the best possible, quality of opportunity that we could get, it didn't result in the outcome that some people wanted. It didn't work in their favor, and so now they want to enforce quality of outcome, so that even if they don't work a single day in their life, they still get the same amount of pay and the same benefits and everything that someone who works 80 hours a week gets for working his ass off. So, and these people basically are just the largely lazy, low IQ population, the ones who were born and raised in a system and a society that rewards laziness and rewards not really, having to work or strive for success, to where there's all kinds of handouts, and there's no real incentive to have to work your ass off. Now, that kind of leads to the question of how did it get to here, and why is it this way now? Well, we can blame boomers, we can blame whoever we want to blame, but ultimately, I think the best thing to do is just to acknowledge and accept the situation as toward where we go from here. So from here, we have to decide what is realistically a feasible solution to the situation that the Western civilization is in now. And so, obviously, bringing in more millions of people who don't contribute anything is the last thing we want to do. That's just more of the problem, right? Well, we have people like John Mark, who presents this idea of proprietarianism, and it sounds good and it has some good ideas, but the main issue with proprietarianism is that it has not been put in place in reality anywhere, and has yet to be tested in any real sense. So what that leaves us is it's a tough spot to be in when you don't really have anything for sure would counter. This is the first time in history that we've had the situation we're in between the technology and or a Western civilization, or a European white population is viewed the way it is, and also that we're so individualized and we're stuck on our smartphones and fail to even talk to one another. So,
sister of mine, as I foretold to you, someone is heading towards the Forbidden Gate. Someone who seeks the purge and excommunication of all that is sacred and rests there. No, no, do not place your doubts on me. I am ready.
So we can do our own libertarian thing and just hope that this all just solves itself. Hide in our own homes and wait for this lockdown to be over, and just act like doing nothing will solve the problem. But clearly, that's not gonna get us anywhere in the right direction. So, the only way, obviously something has to be done. Something must be done to change the course of things, one way or another. Whether it's, a propaganda of our own to counter the message of what's being pumped through the mainstream media and what's constantly being forced upon us, everywhere we look. So either we just let them win, which as much as I am a supporter of the traditional Catholic Christian way of life and what it's done for Western civilization, it doesn't change that. It doesn't change that. That if all we did was sit in church and didn't practice the actual traditions, the actual what is preached. I mean, it's like they say, practice what you preach. So going to church and just expecting everything to solve on its own through just that it's a losing proposition. So being on here, communicating with people and breaking the narrative, I mean, all this stuff does matter. So something I think that the so the reason I think the dissident right is far more accurate and effective than the vast majority of the rest of the right now is because of recognizing certain important facts and truth that anyone who's honest with themselves, not trying to appeal to virtue signaling and feelings and emotions and all these things, is the race realism. I mean, the difference between races, recognizing that black crime is an issue, that black populations do have a higher tendency to commit criminal acts, and moving forward from there, to think that you're going to appeal to not just a a criminal, a population statistically far more likely to be, far more likely to be commit a criminal act, but also to vote against your interest, to vote against your party, to get involved in gangs. I mean, all these things which, I mean, not to say they're not people. I mean, yeah, of course they're people. Of course they're human. And, I mean, there's, you know, that shouldn't be, you know, it's not to dehumanize them. It's just to recognize that, hey, these people are in need of help, you know, in one way or another. And you can choose to ignore that and act as if they're great no matter what they do. Or you can accept it and then decide where to go from there. I mean, are you going to, I mean, that's, you know, it's definitely not an easy thing to solve. It's you know, honestly, like, could you even really solve it? I think not. I mean, maybe, you know, you can make it better. You can, you know, do what you can to, you know, again, propaganda and messaging and stuff. It's like things that will counter the effect of, I mean, honestly, what's built into them, right? Their DNA, their genetics, racial solidarity, right? So what that means is, no matter what they personally think is the right thing to do, or what they think is will stop any, you know, issues, problems that are going on with society, doesn't matter as much as having a racial solidarity. So if European white populations could have some of this as well, then maybe you could actually start to care about each other again, and not be as poisoned, as diluted as we are now. There we go. I don't know, we could start to return to a more traditional, more healthy and natural way of life. And whether, while I tend to believe it does, bare minimum, I think it'll help returning to, you know, the church, returning to tradition. I mean, this is clearly something that played into how and where the West got to where it is now. So. Of course, one of the things that gets brought up is how there's a large portion of European populations that just by trying to recognize or have some kind of racial solidarity, or recognize that European populations do matter, is enough to rally this hatred, this aggressive hatred, or it's. What's this?
Behold what I present to you. Though a small piece, its great power should not be underestimated. Trust me, for I have the blood of kings on the palm of my hand.
No.
What I am offering you here is as lustrous as the first star of the night. And may my eyes be blinded if I'm lying.
Trace. That pertains just a bit of destroying surrounding objects.
Let us be captives of the mirror. Do not be surprised to find this merchant here. This ancient occupation requires me to be wherever I can obtain rewarding benefit. Call me Candelaria. For what I sell would make your eyes light up like the high bonfires. I will not ask you for any money whatsoever. Those forbidden tears you shed would be more than enough for me. Go ahead, cast your darkened eyes over these valuable treasures.
Alright.
What I am offering you here is as lustrous as the first star of the night. And may my eyes be blinded if I'm lying.
No. Was fuck it. Damn it. Ah, damn it. There we go. Ah, you... Ah! Shit! Ah! Fuck. Ah! Can I? No. So something I've talked about before is how people who say, yeah, just vote all you can do is vote, and then you can't change anything. It's not like we can do anything. Just vote. Well, except when both parties are, damn it. Both parties are in favor of corporate globalism over the people. You don't have any party that supports you or your family or anything that you care about. It's only what they care about. So voting doesn't largely, yeah. So the local, the small scale, the small picture. Voting does matter, can change things, but when it comes to the larger scale, like Donald Trump and all of them, I mean, how much that really matters when they're all, no one's gonna question Israel. No one's ever gonna go against the money that they get for supporting Israel. So fuck. Damn it. Ah. What?
From a place of blessings have I been entrusted with watching over you, penitent one. Thus it has been arranged. My name is Viridiana. I have been granted a gift with which I can assist you in carrying your burden if required. But only you can make that choice. Penitent one in silence, will you require my assistance with your next task? So be it.
I'm just gonna skip that area. It's not going so well. Damn it. Damn it. There we go. Ah. so good. There we go. Alright. Alright, not bad. Ah, you piece of shit. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Going straight in. Yeah, got that. Oh, here we go. Didn't know this was here. Nice. Let's see what's over here. The other way is probably where I'm supposed to go. I'm guessing this is additional stuff. What's this? Oh, nice. I'm gonna stay here. See, now I can counter or parry. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Alright. No, damn it. Okay, no. No. Ah, jeez. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay. No. No, alright. What's this? Oh, nothing good. Can't equip that. No. 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 Alright. Ah, fuck. Ah. Shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. No. Why? No. Oh, hold on. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Try one more here. No, can't do it. Damn it. Look at parry? No, there, block. Yeah, oh, shit. Block. Oop, there's some help. Block. Block. Oh, he's gonna do something. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Almost got him. Almost got him. Oh. Yes. Requiem aeternum. Yes. All right. Oh.
In the name of the great ordeal and the sons of the miracle, when you humbled yourself before my most holy body, you have been granted the presence of my golden visage, custodian of one of the three sorrows of the soul in penance. Our miracle has chosen me amongst all the peers, just as it chose you, to walk on this sacred sea. May the gold in my visage melt and erase the attrition of your soul. Heart of guilt, return now from the dream.
You have carried out the first humiliation of penance. You have met the visage of attrition. You have yet to prostrate before two last holy visages. Sorrowful be the heart, penitent one.